Hi, I'm Sher. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world, day, morning, evening. Hope you're having a great one. So, Spirit guided me to do a collective read for the Twin Flame population. So for the Twin Flame Collective, and I have been guided to do this actually for the past few days. And I am just now having the opportunity to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the Twin Flame Collective. So if you resonate with that label, these messages are for you. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I hope you're doing well again. I do own the rights to the music. You hear playing in the background. I composed and recorded that in 528 hertz. So you're receiving healing energies as it plays in the background. All right. So I'm going to go ahead now. Spirit, what is in our highest? What's good to know for the collective? For the Twin Flame Collective, connecting to Archangel Metatron and Michael. For the Twin Flame Collective, what is in the highest best good for the Twin Flame Collective to know right now for the Twin Flame Collective Spirit? Tuning in, I'm hearing better safe than sorry. I'm getting some messages already for the Twin Flame. Better safe than sorry. This feels like it's in regards to self-protection. I'm hearing self-protection. Here we go. For the Twin Flame Collective. There we go. Wow. I said Twin Flame, and yeah, out flew the Twin Flame card. So decisions, research. There may be a little bit of spying going on, actually. It's like better safe than sorry. I'm hearing that again and again. It's as if we are being guided to do our research. Yeah, we can be doing that online. It's just like a bit of checking up on the Twin Flame, our Twin Flame. Of course, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine within us. And with Twin Flames, you understand that there are, there's movement coming in. Movement coming in. Ascension. So there may be messages coming in for some who have been in separation. There may be messages coming in for twins who have been in separation. Communication coming in. Something is in flux for this. And again, I'm hearing better safe than sorry. There's something about checking out stories. And I don't think it means online. Like social media. There's something about verifying stories that will give the Twin Flame Collective some sort of peace of mind or clarity. Because clarity doesn't always lead to peace of mind, does it? Yeah, there's something going on. Like there's something going on. There's something hidden. There's something hidden. Oh, okay. Okay, so within the collective, there may be, multiple options. Yeah. So there's something about not being forthright. not being forthright, and there may be an apology coming in. However, it's not here yet. There may be there's a lot of message energy, a lot of messages coming in or forthcoming within the near future within the Twin Flame Collective that is going to, again, clarify, and again, not necessarily give peace of mind. And of course, depends on the phase that you're in, the stage that you're in, because Twin Flame Journey has many stages, long lasting. Okay, so for, I'm hearing for some of them, for the Divine Masculine, it's more like coming into a time where they are getting out of their heads. There's something about the Divine Masculine being stuck in his head. Yeah, and so there's more of a harmony coming in, but it's not without a struggle. What else, Spirit? Yeah, it's not without a struggle. So the Divine Masculine, and again, that can be male or female. Divine Masculine, this is an energy I'm talking about. So the Divine Masculine, though, is working on coming into full power. Like, he's showing up as somewhat immature. And again, that's an energy. It's not a gender. It's an energy. This Divine Masculine energy. And if you are not in a twin flame connection, then this can be talking about, you can apply these twin flame messages to your own Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine within. And we all have those. Left, right brain. Taking action and receiving. So on and so forth. But on the twin flame, for the twins, for the twin flame journey, union must come within before we see it in the outside world. So there was some resistance. Like, there's some resistance blocking off their intuition. And again, that's Divine Feminine energy. So they're not accustomed to it. They're not accustomed to relying on their intuition. They're not accustomed to trusting the intuition. And again, those pronouns can be used however they best fit. But I'm talking about an energy. And so it's just easier for me to say he when I'm talking about the masculine energy. So, yeah, but it has absolutely nothing to do with gender. But this, it's like divine, like resisting intuition. Resisting intuition. It's not become, like he's becoming, trying to become more accustomed to it. Capping off emotions, I'm hearing that. Capping off emotions, there's something about wanting to try to put a cap on the emotions. I'm getting a lot of visuals here with that. Yeah. Okay. So there's going to be movement forward, but again, after some struggle. Yeah. And so for the Divine Masculine Collective, doing catch-up, sort of. Divine Feminines, as a collective, have been on the path for a while, right? So, and there's no judgment in that. They're just more, as a collective, generally more tuned to spirit, more, usually more advanced on their missions, their purposes. You know, mission work is highly tied into that. That's like the point of it. Self-love. stepping into mission. You know, it's not all about the romance. There's a lot more to it. Yeah. Yeah. So, understanding, I'm hearing he's coming into a time when he's beginning to understand and become accustomed to being in touch with the emotions. And that's for the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine, yeah, he's completing that cycle. He's completing that cycle and moving forward. Okay, for the Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine is focusing on her abundance. She's focused on her abundance, the material. And she may be presented. She wants, the Divine Feminine wants transformation within this union, equal give and take, and a rebirth. Yet, she is focusing on herself, her material world, her material realm. So focusing on abundance and business. And she may be getting, she may have a couple of suitors, a couple of options. For those in separation, it looks like some options. Some options. And that could be for both parties. It could be for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And again, gender is irrelevant within this. I'm talking about within a relationship, the one who carries the more masculine energy, meaning more logic-based, movement, action-oriented. So the Divine Masculine is logical, left brain stuff. And again, we all have these energies within us. And the objective is to balance them completely. All right. But yeah, he's like holding on. There's healing going on, I'm hearing. Yeah, he's healing from the past. He's healing heartbreak. Where'd that card go? Yeah, he's healing heartbreak. And I turned all these cards up. I turned all these cards upright. And this flew out. He's healing. He's healing, so he's walking away from the pain of the past. And again, I'm talking about the Divine Masculine as an energy, even though I'm using these pronouns. Yeah. And the union energies, what are the union energies, Spirit? Balance, yeah, they both want balance. Yeah, so both of the people within this connection want balance. That is the goal. That is the goal for each of them. For some, waves of twins union is very near, or was near a few months ago. And there are portals opening up again. There are portals coming again. There were some, I guess you would call it a subwave, like a subwave of twins who have recently come into union. Divine, I'm hearing, is put a pause on this, put a pause on the new starts until this healing is done, because the healing has to be done before there can be balance, before there can be any beginning, before there can be, you know, this stability that in equal give and take that, yeah, it's too burdensome still. They're both carrying burdens. They're both carrying burdens. Both carrying burdens. and ending these old cycles, old karmic cycles. What else for the twins? What else for the twins? Divine Masculine is, there's balance. There's balance coming for each. Divine Masculine is stepping more into his feminine, although he is more resistant. He's more, look at that. He is more resistant. So both of them, each of them, the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine collective are after this. They're after this complete emotional fulfillment long term. All right. So it's nothing to sneeze at, nothing to laugh at. But what may be showing up in the 3D, may not appear that way. May not appear that way. Of course, in the 5D, we're already in union. Twin flame collectives are already in union. It's just what is showing up. Yeah, things are moving to well, for some twins within the collective, for a specific group, there will be a time of separation to heal these burdens. And for others who are a little farther along on releasing that karmic cycle, and a little farther along, and again, there's no judgment in that. It's, we're all healing. We're all going to get there. It doesn't matter. It matters for union. It matters for alignment. It's a matter of becoming aligned. But there's no judgment in that. Like, oh, this person is farther along than that one. There's no judgment at all in that. It's just a different timeline. It's just a different timeline, different waves. Different waves. And for the most part, of course, like younger people would be, of course, they're going to be, they can't be leveling up to engagement. Highly unlikely if there haven't been any life experiences, And that's not to say can't happen, but, there are different points in the journey, and people are born at different times, and it just all depends on the soul contract that we signed up for before we got here. All right. So some groups within the collective are... Okay, I'm back! Yay! She's back! But yeah, for so many within the collective of twin flames who are already on their mission, who are already on their purpose, who are already working on building their it doesn't have to be a spiritual business. Understand it can be, but it's a mission nonetheless. They're focused on their missions. Those are moving toward stepping into a deeper level of commitment. In the 3D. This is 3D stuff. It's not in the 5D. So for that particular group who are already on their mission, already on their... already fulfilling their purpose, we have more than one, I believe, but they're moving it to the next level. And it can mean actual engagement, like a literal engagement and wedding, but it's coupling up, moving to the next level. So if there's been dating, and it seems even silly almost to talk about dating with the twin flame collective, because it's so absolutely bizarre and not like any other type of connection. So but anyway, these it's moving to the next level. It's moving to the next level, moving from dating to being exclusive, from exclusive to being, you know, actually engaged or moving in together. It's taking it up a level. It's taking it up a level wherever that is showing up within the Twin Flame Collective. And that's for those on mission right now. Those on mission right now. And those who have worked through these karmic cycles that they have released. There's still healing. You know, people talk about the Twin Flame Collective and saying, you know, you have to do your healing first. Some get to do it together. But for the most part, yeah, there's so much healing that has to be done in order to come into alignment so that union can happen in the 3D. Of course, it's already there in the 5D. But for this other group of twins, there is a separation. There is a separation, and some within the collective are moving toward a new opportunity and step. A new opportunity. Now, whether that be a new relationship, like taking the, making the decision to move in a different direction for now during the separation. So that is going on with a large group of twins within the collective right now. That's how it's showing up. That's the energy right now. So some of the collective are moving forward, just depending on whether they are on mission and have released and healed, or are very far along on their, on their path of healing. Advanced, like they're advanced. Of course, the entire Twin Flame Collective is advanced. Yeah, so what else? And then for the other group, again, there's separation. And again, all this stuff is divine timing because it's necessary. It's necessary. There are karmic lessons for some. There are soul contracts with other people that must be fulfilled. And so these karmic relationships, you know, show up. So for some, they're not done with the karmics. They're not done yet. They're not done yet. Or they're moving into a new relationship, a new path, or focusing on something different, you know, other than the connection. And I'm hearing during this time there will be growth. I'm hearing that. Yeah, and that, yeah, and so again, there are two separate groups coming out here in this reading. So you're ready within the next few, so something is happening within the next few months within the group that is already on mission with that group of twins, and with the other group of twins who are facing separation. There's either a new romantic partner coming in or something new to focus on that is going to bring joy. There are burdens. There could have been deception within that, those dynamics. And again, there are lessons to be learned there. There are lessons to be learned, and so it just depends on what we signed up for, right? It just depends on what we signed up for. But this group, you know, they're going to be focusing on their health. They're going to be focusing on like romance. And if it's not a partnership, then they're going to be focusing on the romance of life, like enjoying life during this separation. And so sometimes when one of the twins isn't ready, Spirit brings in someone else. Spirit will bring in a soulmate. When somebody's not like showing up, we'll just say that. They're not showing up. Spirit will sometimes, for some people, bring in a soulmate, and so that is happening for some as well. new opportunity regardless. It can be a new partnership in that manner. If it's not that, then it can be something that will bring joy during the separation, something else to focus on that brings love, that fills our hearts with love. Something that feels so wonderful, that it fills us with love and joy. So it's just like feelings filling us up. Fill and feel. Okay, so, but yeah, there's a lot of emotional, like there's not a lot of, not a lot of thoughts going on, which is interesting. There's not a lot of anxiety and worry. It's just like interesting. It's just interesting that there's not that element. So that is something that has recently shifted. There's no longer an element of anxiety around it. It's kind of like Spirit has been working with the collective, with the Twin Flame Collective, to help them to understand, more and more about mission and purpose. So that gives another level of focus, and because of the ascension that we are all experiencing on this planet. Excuse me. There may be some messages that need to come out. I'm feeling a little throat chakra activation there. Oh, I do have throat chakra meditation online if you would like to check that out. Just send me a PM and I can send that to you. But anyway, these are energies that are, making sense with the ascension, with what is going on. And so a lot of us are going through ascension symptoms right now, and the throat chakra activation is one of them. It's one of them, the clearing. And so you may be feeling that. It may not necessarily be a blocked chakra. It could just be a lot of activation. And so we have to recover from that sometimes, because we're getting light codes, we're getting upgrades, downloads, shifting, ascending, higher vibration. We're holding higher and higher energies within the collective. So this can show up, again, shows up in our physical body. How could it not? So it shows up. We feel it. And that is so funny, because as I'm speaking this, that is the first time my throat has clogged all day. So, yeah, it's really important to understand. But I've been watching some YouTube. Right. By the way, I have a YouTube channel, and I would love it if you subscribe to it. Sherri Jens. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, connect with me on Messenger or at sherrijensa@gmail.com. And I don't know how long this video is ending up. I was trying to keep it short, but yeah, as we're going through these ascensions, again, Spirit has been guiding me to do this and put this message out for days. And so now is my opportunity. So here you go, guys. Here you go. But yeah, it's really important. We're getting throat chakra activation. So a lot of people have sore throats right now. Like it's showing up in the body that way. That's throat chakra activation. And yeah, we're learning to speak more clearly. We're finding our voice. Some of us are finding our voices. Our voices sound different, or they're stronger. And it's because our vibration is getting higher and higher and higher within the body. And so Spirit wants us to continue to release. And this is for the entire collective, not just the Twin Flame Collective. the entire collective, everyone, to do that, to stay high vibe, to release negative energies, negative mindsets, self-limiting beliefs, illusions of lack, fear, and ideas, illusions of inadequacy, and understand we are all valuable, we're all divine, we're all one, we are all gifted, we are all talented, we are all worthy. And you're worthy of love. You're worthy of unconditional love. Why? The same reason I am. Because you're here. Because you're here. We are all divine beings. Okay? You don't have to do anything to deserve love. You deserve love. You are love. You deserve love just because you exist. Yeah. It's so easy to forget that. But always remember that. Always remember that. And, okay, I'm going to pull one more here. One more for the general collective. For the general collective, this has been focused on twins, but I'm going to do this, expand it outward. Yeah, so Spirit says, you know, I want you to see the big picture. I want you to zoom out and don't focus on the details. Don't sweat the details. And it doesn't mean details are not important. If I have any Virgos watching, that probably freaked you out. But seriously, zooming out, seeing the big picture, is this really going to matter in 10 years? Is it going to matter in 10 days? Is it going to matter in 10 months? And am I really seeing it from the point of view that allows me to have this vantage point of non-bias? Am I looking at things objectively as I can? Am I seeing things objectively? And that doesn't mean coldly. That just means seeing both sides. All sides. Because we're moving away from that idea of polarity. Good, bad, dark, light, dark, so on and so forth. We're moving away from that. Not that those things aren't there. But we are leaving behind that kind of thinking. There's a whole other level. There are whole other levels. Different ways to see, perceive, to know, to feel. So seeing that big picture, zooming out enough so that we can see everything that is going on as much as we can will give us that better perspective and allow us to perceive ourselves and others with a clear lens, with an unclouded lens. So we're releasing criticism of ourselves, criticism of others, moving into forgiveness. That doesn't mean lowering boundaries, and connecting with nature. Yeah. So grounding right now is really important. Grounding is always important. Connect with nature. If you're spending all day inside a building and you go from that building to your car and you're wearing shoes and you're walking on the pavement, you are not grounded. This is a literal physical thing. Like you're walking around like a light bulb, right? So electrical systems have a ground wire, right? And so we need to ground. If you're feeling scattered, yeah, it can just simply be the energy. And especially with these higher levels of energies coming in, and they're existing from all of us. And I say coming in, ooh, you know, it doesn't necessarily, I mean, it's just there. I mean, if you look at the Schumann resonance, off the charts, what is that? That's the level the earth is vibrating. That's the frequency at which the earth is vibrating. So yeah, light codes. We've had a lot of solar flares. There are things that exist in the universe, are happening in the universe. It's not like, oh, we're being bombarded by these things. They're just there. And we're all going through them together. Gaia, our Mother Earth, is also experiencing this. And we're ascending with her. We're ascending with her. So, yeah, higher and higher vibes. So, ground. Spend time in nature. Spend time in nature if you can. So, again, if you're going from your house, which is like on the 3rd floor, for example, and you walk to your car and you're wearing your shoes, of course, to protect your feet, and you get in your vehicle and then you drive there and then you walk around all day in the place of business and you're still wearing these shoes, you are like an ungrounded wall plug, right? So you need to ground, like physically, literally ground. Take your shoes off, stand on the earth. You can also use a spoon. Believe it or not, you can take a spoon and put it on the base of your foot. Stainless steel. And it's science. It's like magnetics. Okay? It's woo-woo stuff, yeah. But it can be explained scientifically. It's scientifically a thing. Okay? So just go ahead and do that. Stand on the earth for 10 minutes. If it's cold where you are and you don't want to do that, again, you can try the spoon. Take the spoon and place it in the arch of the foot. I believe just like 10 or 15 minutes will help to ground. It shifts your electric, right? You're walking around, you're a live wire. So are we all. So make sure you ground that thing. All right, so literally ground. Sit on the ground, sit on the earth, take your shoes off, and you know, it makes a huge difference in the body, and helps to clear the mind too. Okay, beautiful. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I hope that this Twin Flame collective reading resonated with you and was helpful. Yeah, again, one group of twins is moving to the next level and really progressed on the karmic, and I'm not saying there are not other groups. This is the group that I was reading tonight, but the other group, you know, is moving into separation to do more healing and growing and to connect with karmic partners or soulmates, or pursue some new path that Spirit is bringing in, that brings joy. And it's not just like as a distraction or a reward, although it will serve as that as well, but it's just, you know, it is part of the path as well. It's part of the path as well. Some are going to be moving into new partnerships, again, as I said. And that is like what I was picking up on is like a small group within a larger group. All right. Well, again, I hope that resonated with you. Again, guys, if you would like to book a private reading with me, connect with me on Messenger, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not already. And that is Sherri Jens. And I still have the partnership reading going on for September. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever you're catching this, then the messages will be meant for you. But right now, in real time, I am doing this in September, so I am still running September special partnership special, $22. So let me know if you would like to book that, because there are only a few days left here, because we just had the equinox a few days ago. So all right, so much love, guys. Take care, and I wish you well on your journeys, and thank you so much for your continued support and your friendship. I love you guys. Much love. Namaste.